Buonasera ragazzi e benvenuti a questa live di Capodanno su Baldur's Gate 3. Oh yes! Allora, rispetto all'altra volta siamo andati un po' avanti. Abbiamo compiuto qualche missione intorno al boschetto e ci ritroviamo adesso ad andare avanti per cercare di toglierci sto vermiciattolo, sto gino dall'occhio. Quindi ragazzi, proseguiamo. Siamo più o meno tutti di livello 3. Abbiamo trovato qualche compagnuccio nuovo e siamo pronti a proseguire in questa avventura. L'idea è quella di andare avanti imperterriti fin dopo Capodanno, quindi fin dopo la mezzanotte festeggeremo assieme, vediamo un po' cosa combiniamo. Ok raga? Connessione permettendo, logicamente. Allora, siamo qui nel boschetto, vediamo un po' dove possiamo andare a fare cosa. Allora, qui ci sta una vecchia del cazzo che in realtà è una megera che ci vuole fare un culo così e non abbiamo tanta voglia di farci fare un culo così. Qui potremmo andare a liberare la goblin per vedere che cosa c'è da dire, e qui c'è la missione principale che su YouTube avete praticamente già visto e che abbiamo lasciato in condizioni critiche. E qua c'è quello che vuole la nostra amica. Vediamo un po' cosa combiniamo. Allora, innanzitutto torniamo indietro. Torniamo indietro sempre che si possa tornare indietro, logicamente. Allora, vediamo un po'. Di qua non si va. Probabilmente sarà di qua. Se no logicamente potremmo usare il viaggio rapido, comunque, quindi non è un problema anche quello. La prima cosa da fare obiettivamente sarebbe andare a parlare con la nuova recluta che abbiamo trovato. Allora lì veniamo poi a combattere. Allora facciamo una bella cosa. Mi è venuta quest'idea che è fantabulosa. Torniamo qua. Eccoci qua. All'accampamento, così possiamo parlare anche con questa tizia. Buongiorno.
Yeah? You did? Wow. That was sound of you. Why'd you do it? Glad to be counted among them. Really glad. Wish I could have been there to watch those ignots crumble, but I'm just happy they're off my tail. Then again, facing them down might have put my tin can into overdrive. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus.
Oh,
Won't be seeing my
strana sta
mechanic anytime
situazione,
soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close till I've found a way to calm it down. High pain tolerance and a dynamic duo of truly shitty bosses. But it's a bit early in the game to be getting into tragic backstories. Let's save the scar show for later.
Quindi la tizia prende costantemente fuoco.
Meanwhile, I'll need to find someone who can tune up my engine sooner rather than later. Believe me when I say this thing
Obiettivamente
is
io
hot.
a questo volevo
The
vederla
first time
nuda.
I faced down those paladins, they let slip there was an infernal
Solo
mechanic
per
in
vedere
the
come
area.
l'hanno fatta.
A tiefling. He might be able to stabilize things.
Allora, dicevamo, finito così?
The year, 10 air.
Minchia, 10 anni che si tiene quell'affare.
Sleepy little town called Baldur's Gate. Our hero, Karlak, a knock-kneed delinquent from the outer city with everything to give and nothing to lose. I was a kid looking for a way to fill my days and make some cash when I fell into the wrong crowd. Worked for a guy I respected. A lot. Turns out the feeling wasn't mutual. Through the jigs and the reels, he made a deal with Zariel behind my back. You know Zariel, right? Archdevil of Avernus. She put this thing in my chest and set me to work. Well, to war. I learned quick how to stay alive. And the engine served me when it came to killing devils. 10 years of that. The stories I could tell.
Allora, vediamo cos'altro c'è da dire.
Politician, inventor. One of these wheeler-dealer types who seems to have a finger in every pie. I guess I was naive to think everything he got up to was above board. What did I know? I saw a job, a good job, with people I liked, doing work I was good at. Sometimes I'm jealous of that girl. Ugh, to feel so invincible again. Gives me energy, power. But you've seen it in action. Very hard to control. If I'm excited at all, angry, nervous, delighted, enticed, I burn hot. Hot enough to burn anyone who gets close. I try not to think about it. I still think about it constantly, but, you know, I try. One of these days, I'll sort the whole infernal affair out, get myself cooled off, start making up for lost time. But not today.
Ok. C'è qualcun altro che mi deve dire cose? No, eh. Hanno tutti sto vizio di riposarsi così. Il cane l'abbiamo trovato per strada, ce lo siamo subito accalappiato. L'accampamento è diventato gigantesco. Il cane ci sta bene però in giro, eh.
Karlak and Will seem to have put their differences aside. I thought it was going to come to blows for a moment. Fine.
Chissà cosa ha da
What's
dire.
on your mind? I must admit, you've been a surprise. And not an unplanned... Besides, you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid.
Vabbè, sempre le solite cose. Arrivederci. Allora ragazzi, ho un piccolo problema tecnico, nel senso che mi si stanno scaricando le batterie del joypad e devo cambiarle. Quindi ci salutiamo qui sul momento. Ma questione proprio di 5 secondi. E poi ritorniamo in live, ok? Quindi non ve ne andate, ci risalutiamo di nuovo dopo, come se niente fosse. Ok ragazzi, continuiamo con questa live. E quindi a questo punto possiamo continuare con la nostra avventura. Vediamo un po'. Le immagini statiche sono molto belline. Classica ambientazione da D&D. Allora, non è ancora arrivato, vero l'avvizzito? L'avvizzito non è ancora tra noi. Arriverà più tardi l'avvizzito sicuramente. Comunque, adesso riposiamo. Concludiamo la giornata, vediamo cosa succede durante la notte. Eccoci qua.
Hellfire. She's coming.
Oppa.
Will, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
Gods damn it. Anyone but her.
Che cazzo è? Ah, tu sì che sei stuzzicata.
Why, if I had a warm heart, I'm sure it would be skipping. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power.
Oh,
My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank.
ops.
We had a deal, Will. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlak meets the criteria by virtue of having no
Ah, è vero.
heart. Don't you worry. That ship has long sailed the
Minchia,
Styx.
mi sono fatta male da
But a
tutti in un
defiant
colpo solo.
pup must still pay his price. To wit,
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining
Oh.
their essence and their torment.
Che cazzo sta succedendo? No. Ma che cazzo, anche le corna.
that's better.
Molto
What the
better.
hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet.
There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo.
Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade.
Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you. Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands.
Mi sa che qualcuno ci deve raccontare come sono andate le cose, perché qui non la vedo molto bene. Tu, cosa mi racconti?
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that. You can say that again. When he was chasing me through Avernus, I thought he was just another sad merc. How wrong I was.
Vediamo un po' dov'è il negro. Prima c'era un negro con le scarpe di gomma, adesso c'è il negro con le corna di gomma.
God's damn her straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mazora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings. I'll say what I can, but it won't be enough. It's Mazora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast. I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mazora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mazora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word.
Vabbè. Contento lui. Gli altri non hanno un cazzo da dire, non gliene frega una sega di quello che è successo. Va bene così, che ti posso dire. Questo beve, in dei conti ha solo le corna. Se le può farli male. D'altronde a quella gliel'hanno spezzato uno, quindi. Vabbè. Di questa mezza nuda la lasciamo qui così, non ci diamo un'occhiatuccia. Buongiorno, anzi buonanotte ragazzina. Sì. O me siedo. E me la gusto bene. Vabbè. Fu così. Questa si è addormentata. Ha anche la coda. Io l'ho mica vista la coda. No, è vero che ce l'aveva la coda, è vero. Vabbè. Cosa facciamo? Un bel riposino completo e via. Non succede nient'altro, vero, durante la notte? Ok, perfetto. Via, tutti in piedi, pronti al combattimento. Lasciamo l'accampamento e non se ne parla più. Allora, siamo ancora qui, ma noi dobbiamo andare qua. No, veramente noi dovremmo andare qua. E andiamo fino alla tappa. Ok. Tizio cornuto. Ma vedi te. Vabbè. Siamo sulla strada giusta, quasi. Allora adesso andiamo in città, vediamo che cosa ci dicono i goblini. A parte che poi sì, c'è questa qua, vediamo più avanti come fare a trovarla. Comunque vediamo un po'. Nell'altra run, quella su YouTube, Giovanni Cineviva, vi parlo di videogiochi, eravamo riusciti a non dover combattere in questo villaggio abbandonato e riempito di goblin. Vediamo se riusciamo a fare la stessa cosa anche con loro. Eccoci qua.
You spotted us. Good. It's like they say.
Beh, facile da
no fun in
vedere.
skewing a pig
Gli hai
what
urlato
doesn't know he's
contro.
cooked. And I didn't want to be stuck mopping up nosy trespassers like you. Ain't no one getting their way today.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
Vabbè, dai. È impossibile. Però avevamo fatto 3, eh.
You're a true soul. But my mistake, sir.
Something stirs deep
Bene,
within
meno
you,
male.
hungry and alert.
Questo secondo me è stato un semplicissimo
taking
aiuto per il
something you'll
gioco.
never
Anche se
get
io
back.
continuo a rimanere certo di questa convinzione che il gioco ogni tanto secondo me trolla. Nel senso, ci sono tiri di dadi che non ti permettono di essere vinti.
By the sundering, the parasite allows us to influence others.
Ignore it. Deny it. This is nothing but a disease, and every use will sicken us further.
A power born of illithids might be dangerous in the wrong hands, but valuable in ours.
It's only valuable if we understand it, and we don't. Not yet, at least. Sensible.
Visto, quello che dico ha senso. Io dico sempre cose sensate. Allora, facciamoci un giro nel villaggio, tanto non ci attaccano. Che cazzo ce ne frega. Anzi, ne approfitto, rubo. Ecco. Raga, ne approfitto, rubo e logicamente non c'è un cazzo da rubare. Basta. Ah, è proprio uno scheletro. Minchia, sì. Allora, cosa vi posso dire di Baldur's Gate 3? Che effettivamente parlando sono rimasto un po' basito, nel senso... Allora, che dire, il gioco sul momento è bello, non ci ho fatto ancora tante ore, quindi non posso dire è un capolavoro o è una chiavica, questo no. Dal punto di vista di gameplay e dal punto di vista narrativo e tutto il resto, intendo. Però dal punto di vista puramente tecnico, onestamente parlando, non è che sia tutto sto granché, cioè... nel senso, mi sembra un gioco normalissimo da questo punto di vista. Normalissimo nel senso che non...
Moonhaven.
Moonhaven, ok. Nel senso che non ci dà niente di particolare, nel senso, grafica nella norma, non fa scoppiare... Io devo salvare un gnomo.
Look what we got here. Another little birdie
Che
wanting
palle,
to
salviamo anche lo
fly.
gnomo.
Stop this thing! Flap those wings some more, and I'll feed you a worm. And you, hope you got a stomach for heights. What's it bloody look like? We're teaching this here pipsqueak to fly. 'Cause it makes me laugh. You want this little cave lurking what's it? Find your own. He's ours!
The mark glows, but you
Ecco,
feel nothing in
sapevo che
response.
si arrivava qui, per quello che ho
Your illicit
incischiato,
power
perché
is beyond
immaginavo che si
reach
sarebbe arrivata a sta
until
roba
you
qua.
rest.
Vediamo se riesco a usarlo. Minchia, è alto però, eh. Dai, speriamo. Sì, ce la facciamo. 15, arriviamo a 20.
The goblin's nostrils flare, as if trying to judge you through smell alone.
We're leaving.
What about the gnome? Ain't we supposed to bring him to...
I said we're leaving!
Ciao.
There's plenty of sport and rich pickings out there for us. Move it!
Adesso la questione è come lo fermiamo sto coso. Sì, anche la pecora. Magari c'è possibilità di entrare dentro e bloccarlo, non lo so. Questo cos'è? Un altare distrutto? Ecco, iniziamo una conversazione. Forse.
Shadowheart's attention is fixed on a damaged old statue.
Chi è Selune?
We should keep moving.
Come questa opzione non è più valida? Allora perché la metti se non è più valida? Boh. Cioè, questa opzione non è più valida e poi non ce la fai usare. Allora siete voi dei merdi, siete dei merdi. Ah, lì ce la porta bene. Anche che abbiamo detto di vedere come si blocca sta cosa. Carcassa animale, che cazzo. Oh. Ok. Ecco goblin. Io la raccatto tutto, va bene, però il problema è che ancora non sappiamo come fare a liberare il sistema. Se è ancora legato lì, sta dicendo help, ma io non lo vedo. Dove minchia sarà? C'è qualcuno che corre avanti e indietro lì? Lì c'è sempre il cretino che dorme. Che cazzo potrebbe essere? Cioè, non... Probabilmente mi sono perso qualcosa. Ah no, è ancora legato lì. Ah, che cazzo. Scusatemi, Allora, salvare lo gnomo. Dobbiamo fermare il mulino a vento. Come cazzo si ferma il mulino a vento? Fermare il mulino a vento. Ah, ok. Fantastico. Numero 1. Ottimo, adesso dovrebbe essere. Speriamo si sia fermato nel modo giusto. Se si è fermato male, come si fa? Coraggio, slegami.
Cut me loose!
Vabbè, via. Ha anche l'armatura,
Bagacamara. Those pustulant thugs. Well, get on with it. You saved me, now you'll extort me. That's how this works, yes?
Ma no.
My own fault, really. I should have dropped my pack and outrun those bastards. Alas. Take my pack, if you can find it. The only reason those goblins caught me was its weight. I'll travel lightly from now on. Ignorance is alive and well, it seems. Deep gnomes aren't restricted to the Underdark, you know.
Scusa, questo vive a Baldur's Gate, allora è un cittadino.
I'm in search of a friend. I fear he's in trouble. See this? I gave it to him years ago before I left home. I found it around the neck of a thug in the lower city. It was speckled with blood. My friend, nowhere to be found. But I still have hope. I have reason to believe he's in the Underdark. Hopefully, I'll pick up his trail from there. I always help my friends. On that note, I bid thee farewell. If we should meet again, well, we will have met again.
Se ne va così? Sì, se ne va così, ragazzi. È così che se ne va. Va bene. Se ne è andato così. Oh, tappa scoperta, ottimo. Questo ci ha fatto molto piacere. Altre cose. Aia, questi sono grossi. Ehi, sono grossi e stanno a mangiare roba.
No, chicken. Tastes like fish. Gentlemen, contain yourselves. This quarrel sours our feast. Besides, tastes like pork. And what surprise is this? Brothers, look here. I have eyed yet another prize. Fortune favors our bellies.
Comunque sia, è denso di cose da fare sto gioco, Dal punto di vista tecnico magari così, nel senso niente di che, ma è denso di cose da fare, cioè in un paesotto di 3 cose. Inganniamo. Speriamo. Ci sono cascati con tutte le scarpe, ragazzi.
Indeed. How regrettable that your meat must go unsavored. Food? Food? Not food. Friend. I've no use for the Absolute, or any god. I follow 2 masters only. Gluttony and greed. The goblins understand my appetites. They sate my hunger for gold. And the rest sate my hunger for meat. Boss Goblin give gold. We check brand. Good deal. No talk.
Make.
Am I not astonishing? A robust diet makes for a shrewd mind, you see. I am a gourmand, and you a delicacy. Were I so lucky? We follow the sense of blood and gold to all lands fertile, friend. And this land proves particularly fruitful. I am, by all accounts, a student of higher commerce and extortion. Make me an offer. Tempt me.
Oh. Oh. Outs. Mai più. Sì.
A brilliant notion and a boon to my aching belly.
No, che cazzo ho
We have a
fatto?
deal, my tasty kibble. Take my bone horn. One blow and the ground will quake with my family name. Use it when the need arises, and never a moment before. Ogre kill everyone around, then Ogre eats them. Well spoken, indeed. Ogre kill everyone around.
Vabbè.
We will keep close. When you are ready, sound the horn.
Vabbè, arrivederci.
Something over there.
Che cazzo è sta cosa? Boh. Saccheggiamo. Strana cosa comunque. Libri. Roba da mangiare. Vabbè, veramente tutto molto strano. Dove dobbiamo andare qua? Ok, ci si può arrivare secondo me, speriamo. Si gira di qua. No, di qua. Ok, proviamo di qua. Attenzione, non cadete. Ah, probabilmente siamo sulla strada giusta, Adesso vediamo se non ci tradisce anche questa. Visto che già la vecchietta ci ha tradito di brutto. Ah, capito, rallenta quando va in mezzo alla fanghiglia. Ok, tutto esplorato, ottimo. Ma cosa abbiamo? Bene, penso che ci potremmo essere. Vediamo cosa succede,
I'll tell the gods what's what.
Ah, così. Aia.
We'll need a cover story.
Don't get cute with me, you cabbage.
That all you got?
You want more?
Well, look what the rat dragged in.
Can it? I know something Ragslin will want to hear.
Yeah? What's that?
I've been in some druid's grove. This one sprang me. Now move over so I can tell Ragslin myself.
Hold on. Where are the raiders?
Dead. Every last one.
Ragslin's drow friend won't be happy to hear that.
She'll be happy enough when I tell her where them looters is holding up. Let me through.
Hold on now. Is it true what Saz says? You helped her escape that grove?
Sì.
Then behave while you're inside. Our people don't mind it one bit.
That's enough out of you. Come on. Gotta let the drow know where them looters is. We'll be heroes.
Vabbè, andiamo.
Stop fidgeting.
Cazzo che ti dico. Non lo so, come si sta svolgendo sta avventura. So solamente che... Boh. Aia. Voce disincarnata.
The voice is irresistible. You recognize the overwhelming authority that you've used on others, only infinitely stronger, and turned against you. Your vision clouds, leaving you in a dark, featureless shadowscape. Nothingness in every direction. Then there are 3 figures before you. An armored male elf, exuding power and command.
Ok.
A handsome younger man with a quick, easy smile. And a pale young woman with even paler eyes.
These are my chosen. They speak for me. Aid their search for the prism.
Il prisma sarà degno di ergerti al loro fianco, in mia presenza. Aiutali a cercare il prisma. Sul momento è molto... Eccolo il prisma. Un D20.
You feel energy pulsing from the artifact, lifting the pain from you, pushing the voice away.
My power grows. My forces gather. The reckoning draws near.
Sì, ragazzi, ha una spada tatuata sul collo. Ok. Forse non è neanche da 20, forse
Don't
di
give me
più.
that look. I don't know what just happened any more than you do. We should keep going.
Quindi?
The voice is gone, muted by this Gith relic. Why does a half-elf carry it?
Vediamo un po'. Forse ora che ci dia qualche spiegazione, effettivamente. Ragazzi. Altrimenti perché devi tenerselo stretto facendomi i cazzi miei. Così.
Trust me, I will. Let's keep going.
Vediamo
I don't
almeno
know.
cos'è.
Not exactly. All I know is it's important I get it back to Baldur's Gate. At any cost. I suppose if we're to continue together, I may as well tell you. I serve Shah.
Che per chi non conoscesse D&D è una delle varie divinità e neanche di quelle più tranquille.
Now I'm the only one left. I can't afford to fail. I can't tell you anymore. This mission required utmost secrecy. We all submitted to having our memories suppressed so that we couldn't betray Shah's confidence. If I reach my contact in the city, I'll have my memories restored. Until then, I have to guard the artifact with my life. There. You have the truth, for all it's worth. Let's continue.
A Shah worshipper? Not my usual quarry. Nor my usual ally.
Che ha parlato il demone. Allora, ho accettato di unirmi ad una seguace di Shar. Ah.
No need to thank me. This is out of pure necessity. Pure desperation, in fact.
Vabbè.
There's nothing more I can tell you. All I remember is that I have to get back to my contact in the city.
I know those symbols. Githyanki runes. Ancient as Vlaakith herself.
Ecco.
You stole that from my people.
Adesso si odiano tra di loro.
And a lot of my people died in the process. I won't fail them. Not after what I saw your kind do to them.
A powerful artifact indeed, to have caught the attention of so many. Not least the Absolute itself. The three figures in the vision, the Chosen are searching for it. With the cultists' aid, it will not be long before they find it. Before they find you. You have evaded them so far, thanks, it seems, to the artifact itself. But how long can such protection last? Shadowheart has made her position clear. She will see that it is taken to its destination. At any cost. No doubt the Githyanki will seek to reclaim that which is theirs. But you still do not know what it even is.
For now. But any crimes against my kin will be answered
Tra
for
l'altro la
in
situazione
time.
cambia anche a seconda di chi hai nel party.
Keep that in mind next time you want to air your
Perché
grievances.
a questo giro questa si è incazzata. Nell'altra run che sto facendo su YouTube non l'ho trovata lei e quindi per forza non si può incazzare. Vabbè, allora dicevamo, prima di tutto importantissimo. Vediamo un po' l'armamentario come è messo. Siamo messi bene con l'armatura, questo luci danzanti. Zzz. Bestiario del cazzo, imbottiti, guanti di cuoio. Attenzione, ah no, quelli sono guanti metallici, quindi no. Mi sa tanto raga che non ho niente di 4-11, tutti nella media da 4-11, c'è solo l'alabarda che ne fa di più, però è una cazzo di alabarda. Fa uno di 10 più 3 e ha 2 mani, quindi non posso tenere lo scudo. Barrandello pesante. Questa 4-11, ok. Spada lunga. Spada della giustizia, attenzione, attenzione, attenzione. Questa da 6 a 16. Oh yes. Ma mi stai dicendo che ha 2 mani pure questa? Che 2 palline però. Però a 2 mani è forte. Ah, meno male che può rompere questo. Bella spada, non gliela faccio certo rompere. Ok, perfetto. Competenze dati, va bene, via, proviamo.
Sounds like they've captured themselves a bar.
A new age path. A stranger with fragulous crown and with scepter abraid.
Questo scemo si è fatto catturare. Il fatto che deve diventare un membro del gruppo sto coglione.
The inn burnt to ash. The captives were many. Goblin kind had reduced them to cowering filthenny. So raise it, your goblets, and drain them with pride. Draw Ragslin, the true soul, had led you glide.
Cazzibus.
I reckon Draw Ragslin's the gobbo in charge, the way this one's carrying on.
Spacchiolante. Che lingua sarebbe?
Who's that? Friend of yours? You up to something?
Oh, certainly not. What are you doing? I'm busy here.
You lying.
To you? Never.
Beh, vedere parlare i goblin è particolare. Solitamente siamo abituati a vederli massacrati e basta, invece.
Draw Ragslin! Draw Ragslin! I am Draw Ragslin! Tumptuous! Draw Ragslin!
You broke him!
Wait! Draw Ragslin! We pray, we...
Come on, pigeon! Back to your cage!
Now, look what you've done! Of course.
My name's Gribbo, idiot!
Right, yes. Not fool me.
Sì. Beh, intanto posso girovagare senza problemi. Questo che cazzo è?
The druid help. Bottoms up, eh? These little lads snagged some pretty decent drink.
Vabbè. E qua?
Seluna. As if mingling with a horde of goblins wasn't bad enough. Let's do what we have to do, then get out of here.
Vabbè.
Good. I wasn't intending to.
Oi! Ain't no party in here. Shut it, Graw. Olak cleared us. Got a visitor for the drow, I do.
Oh, meno male.
My arse. What's a true soul want with any mate of yours? Private business, that is. Raiding business. But if anyone wants a piss pot guarded, we'll call. Just
Guarda
get your friend
Pitale.
branded proper. Right, Sazza? Got better things to do than... No, you don't. Come on, then. Bloody
Oh,
racket.
ci fa entrare. A questo punto ci va. Così, semplicissimo salvataggio. Nell'altra run, ragazzi, se guardate su YouTube, sono dovuto scappare di galera. Almeno adesso posso girovagare un po' come voglio.
Makes my stomach turn.
Chi è questa?
For once, the goblin's decorations are an
Anima
improvement.
pura
Are you
gut.
ready for the absolute mark on your flesh?
Buongiorno.
And then I'll hear her voice.
Now here's somebody special. The absolute has touched you, hasn't she? Priestess Gut needs to touch you too. Hold out your arm so I can mark your flesh.
A priestess. One of the leaders, no doubt about it. Let's make her squeal.
What's that? Tell your friend to keep quiet, or he'll lose his good eye.
Cosa faccio? Vediamo
Ready
così.
for the fire, are ya? Let's the faithful recognize one another quick sharp. That way nobody'll mess with ya. And it's charged with magic. Ordinary slobs can't see it, only us that follow the absolute. You ready?
Potrebbe essere-
Brace yourself, this'll sting.
Oh, cazzo, me ne frega.
Hold still.
Magari togliergli il guanto
As
prima.
pain muddles your thoughts, your minds become entangled. A familiar sensation. She too carries a parasite. Darkness seems to swallow the temple, leaving you with a vision of the goblin priestess receiving instruction from a handsome young
Giovane
man,
aiutante.
one of the chosen. The vision dissolves away. You stand before the goblin priestess in the temple once again.
Secondo me si incazza. Vediamo un po' cosa facciamo, raga. Proviamo
Faith
tanto.
floods into you, a tide of shuddering ecstasy. Her tadpole nestles within that mania, secure, hidden.
I feel you in there. Digging around. Works both ways. And I saw some weird shadows swimming around in your head just now. Maybe I can help with that. Us true souls gotta look out for one another.
Ah, non male. Vabbè.
With the Absolute's will, I can fix anything. Let's deal with this in my chapel. It's private. Don't want this lot interfering with true soul business.
Acted like us. Why do they think they're talking to a god?
Ain't we good enough for the Absolute? That's how we would have ended up.
Andiamo. Posso dire, andiamo tanto.
Oi, come here. I ain't waiting around. Ready to clear your head? Don't want a crowd of gawpers. Everybody else needs to leave.
Quindi.
Goblins. Not a shred of dignity to be found among them. Are you sure that's the best course of action? Confirmed. Until then, I remain at the
Se
ready.
arriverò.
Damned goblins. Monsters. Every last one. The kind I was culling from Sword Coast hamlets just a 10 days ago. Are you sure? The blade stands at the ready.
Una volta in una blade,
And
adesso
just
sei un
when
cazzo di
things were
diavolo.
warming up.
Most would think us mad for wandering right into the middle of a goblin war clan. I suppose that goes to demonstrate just how desperate we are.
Sì.
The wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden, though, from Lady Shah. I can feel her influence somehow. I cannot say. Not with what I can recall.
Ricordiamo
But
che
even
lui è un
then,
paladino,
it would
quindi in
not be for
teoria
me to
di
question her
religione
will.
qualcosina dovrebbe sapere.
Lady Shah has her reasons. It's difficult to say. Sometimes I wonder if it's supposed to be guiding me, punishing me, testing me. But perhaps it's none of those. Perhaps it's completely random.
Tra le ore di cinematiche secondo me mettono in mezzo anche queste che sono semplici discorsi. È normale che poi ci sono 10.000 ore di filmati. Se ogni discussione è fatta con un filmato, porca miseria, vabbè.
It's less difficult than you might imagine when you can't remember life without it. Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shah. Pain will give way to loss and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You can tolerate a great deal of suffering so long as it has meaning. I'll try my best. But secrecy is ingrained in me. Lady Shah considers it greater protection than any shield or armor. Quite the understatement, but yes, I have it. And I'll guard it with my life. I was part of a group sent by my cloister. We were to take the artifact from the Githyanki and bring it to Baldur's Gate, no matter the cost.
Secondo
Though
me,
it turned out the cost was very
questo
steep.
gruppo, se non fosse
I
unito
was the
per
only
quel
one of the
girino,
group to
porca
survive.
puttana, si sarebbero già
I
ammazzati
took
tra
the
di loro.
artifact and fled,
E qualcosa più avanti
only to
potrà
be ensnared by
succedere.
mind flayers before I could finish the mission. That's all I know. That's all I need to know. I told you already. I surrendered my memories for the sake of the mission. Shah's secrets must be protected. Duty demands it. Once I fulfill my mission, I can have my memories restored. That's not a luxury open to many people, us included. I have my faith to turn to instead.
Sono un paladino, un po' di fede
something of
dovrei
your own.
averla anch'io,
I'm sure you do. But please try to understand that it's not something I can just talk about freely.
Ce la potremmo fare. Sicuro, perché qualsiasi numero facciamo.
Very well. Perhaps there's potential in you. Let's see how you handle this. I am indeed a disciple of Shah, mistress
La
of the
notte
night
della
and lady of
perdita.
loss. I assume you've heard of her. My Lady Shah is the Night Singer, the patron of darkness and loss. Most fear the dark, like children, because in darkness they see their fears reflected. But Shah teaches us to step beyond fear, beyond loss. In darkness, we do not hide. We act. Pain, hope, the promise of better days. All of these are heavy cloaks that bend our backs and burden our hearts. We shed those cloaks. Before Shah, we stand gloriously naked, beyond the vanities of mortals. We tear down the lies the world is drunk on. The institutions they trust, the so-called gods they worship, the lives they cling to. We destroy false idols, topple corrupt organizations, fight heretics wherever they're found. There's often suffering, death even. Many people break before they embrace Shah's truths. You're wiser than most. Many people balk at our doctrine. It's the reason why we cherish secrecy. You've a habit of saying all the right things. Either you're very glib or we're kindred spirits. Maybe both, knowing myself. But yes, once we've saved ourselves, we can talk more on this.
Hola.
You already know my biggest secrets. What more can you ask? What, besides my life's calling and the greatest problem I've ever faced? Well, I like night orchids and can't swim. Is that the sort of thing you meant? It's a deal. No, I can't. Quite literally, I mean. With my memory suppressed, I can't betray
Perché
Shah's
appunto
secrets.
si è cancellati i
And I
ricordi
can't
prima
remember
di
much of
far
myself
iniziare la sua
either.
missione,
If I
quindi
manage to return to Baldur's Gate and fulfill Shah's mission, then my memories will be restored. Of course. It is an act of faith, not to be undertaken
infatti
lightly.
lui ha detto, ma non è un po'
Shall
estrema
will
come
reward me
cosa. Ha detto,
when
no,
I
è così,
succeed.
è un atto di fede, vabbè. D'altronde ci sono quelli che si fanno tagliare il pistolino come atto di fede.
A shame. I thought we were doing well together. Perhaps I'll see you at camp. Farewell.
Arrivederci a Sorrel.
Ready to clear your head?
Sì.
Smart. All you need to do is open yourself to the Absolute. And I'll do the rest. Don't want anyone peeping on private matters, so... There we go. Secret and safe. Well, secret.
Psionic feelers creep across your mind like a pickpocket's fingers seeking flaws in fabric. Sifting deeper, she sees the mind flayer holding a wriggling tadpole to your eye. And then the vision lurches, and you are looking through her eyes as a tadpole squirms into her skull.
Hells! We need to fish that thing out before it eats any important parts of your brain.
Sì.
Don't you worry. I've got everything I need to fix you. Might get a bit messy, though. You won't regret this. Being a true soul, you know the Absolute don't like to touch nothing unclean. So drink this. It'll purify ya.
Vabbè. Il tiro fallito su Costituzione lo vedo male, Ecco, mo muore. Uff.
Sweet dreams. I'll see your ugly mug on the other side. Wakey, wakey. Don't bother struggling. You ain't going nowhere. The Absolute wants to know all about that critter in your head. So start talking. I know that much. I saw the whole horrible story in your memories. And I know what happens next. Your teeth fall out, your skin rips off, and you turn into one of them. Stop it! Why would I want to do that? I'm gonna keep you here so I can see every gory detail and hear every whimper and scream.
Non gli dico un cazzo,
You're
guarda.
gonna be my new pet. A ferocious squiddy. All for myself.
You test the weight of the chains, looking for weak points.
Come cazzo fai? Ciao. Bomba.
The chains snap as you expand your chest.
Adesso.
Free. For now.
No, ma c'è ancora la spada.
You broke free? You die.
No. Sono due. Sono due. Cazzo. E... chissà il corno di quei cosi se ce l'ho ancora oppure no. Che cazzo. Vediamo un po'. Si trattava del corno, ma dove cazzo è? Minchia che menu del cazzo comunque ragazzi, fatevelo dire. Un menu del cazzo. Teste. Perché non so di cosa farmene. Perché ho delle teste e delle braccia nel menu? Perché? Una corda. Eccolo qua. Cucù. Fatto 11 danni, gli ha fatto. Tanto quella ha tirato le cuoia. Fantastico. E adesso menatelo. Ottimo. Chissà se ho qualche magia a distanza. La faccio menare da questi. Cazzo me ne frega. Freccia acida di Melf. Questo coso è troppo pesante anche per me. Ragazzi, questa qui... Vabbè, io passo il turno. Vi ho detto, la faccio menare solo da questo.
You should search that corpse.
Grazie.
No more than a few pecks. I'm afraid this spread is most inadequate. Our bargain is at an end. Unless perhaps you've a spicier deal.
Vediamo un po'.
Without so much as a lick of that mouth-watering meat of yours.
No, perché? Perché dovrebbe farsi dare una leccatina? Dai, dammi una leccatina.
Consider me satisfied.
Prego. Ciao raga. Minchia, mi sono fatto leccare da un ogre. Scusate, avevamo detto che avrei dovuto perquisire e che schifo. C'è più niente. E quindi adesso? Ah, adesso posso andare qua. Bene. Bell'accampamento.
You'll have to speak slowly. I'm finding it quite difficult to concentrate with my condition gnawing at my insides like a teething displacer kitten. That is most gratifying to hear. May I?
Allora. Questo.
Thank you. That hit the spot. I can feel it work. The magic, it's like a lullaby that sings to sleep the demon inside. A metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages. Such is the nature of all monsters. Oh, it's not so bad once you get used to it. And, on the plus side, my tower in Waterdeep has never been so free of clutter. Sincerely, though,
oggi non ho ancora
I understand I
combattuto
ask a lot from
come
you
si
with
deve.
few answers in return. But in time, all will be told. My lord, I bow to your boundless kindness.
Vabbè, buono. Allora, nel mio gruppetto, per chi ci voglio?
I like Gale, but I'm keeping all my good gear well out of sight. Everything fancy he touches meets a grisly end.
Gale is positively voracious. Well, let him suck up all the magic he needs, as long as he doesn't snack on a Githyanki's silver sword.
It is
Unisciti.
done.
Tu, unisciti.
Aces.
Ok. Poi acchiappo anche la signorina. Dov'è? Questo è il coglionazzo.
So, Gale just consumes magical items like I do wine. We truly are a group apart. Nevertheless, as quirks go, that's a new one for me. All right. Some company wouldn't hurt on the road, especially if there's trouble.
Adesso saliamo di livello con questa che è rimasta un po' indietro. Tac. Così vediamo anche che cazzo di classe è. È un barbaro. Questa è una barbara. Qui sei tu, barbaro. Tac. Questa peste. Diciamo che il gruppo è molto omogeneo, Ok. Allora, cuore selvaggio, berserker, magia selvaggia. E poi a parlare con gli animali. Frenesia, colpo frenetico, lancio iracondo. Per forza. Ok. Voilà. Poi voglio vedere il suo intimo. Ecco qua. Gliel'abbiamo levati. Un abito da barbaro. Ah no. Ah sì. E anche l'intimo. Tanto non danno magia, non danno niente. Ok. Abbiamo lasciato solamente i guanti, gli stivali, l'armatura. In testa non c'è un cazzo. Lascia B-Pen. Perfetto. Torniamo a lui. E ok, adesso giriamo ancora che vogliamo trovare il nostro amico. Voilà. E difatti eccolo lì. Chi cazzo sei tu?
Ah, another. Thy name has been recorded. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services. There are many answers to that question. None are important.
Vabbè. Sì, vabbè, ma che cazzo. Sono tutti pilotati, ragazzi, sono tutti pilotati. Se tiri i dadi sono pilotati, è impossibile.
Eternal and inescapable.
I shall answer no further questions in that regard. Beyond mortal realms,
è impossibile che ti chiede 20 e quando vuole te lo fa fare, quando non vuole no. A volte hai 5 e non ti fa fare 5, dai.
By the treacherous cult of the Absolute, found in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest
Per una somma infima, cioè questo si fa pagare.
To thy undertaking. Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them. Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. My services are all that I can proffer thee. What thou wilt do with them is for thee to undertake. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body.
Oh, meno male.
because it is my calling.
Quindi praticamente, da cosa ho capito da qui in avanti, in caso di morte sto tizio dovrebbe far resuscitare i nostri personaggi in modo da non perderli per sempre, spero,
Indeed. Farewell.
Oh, farewell perché?
Fate spins along as it
Farewell. Fammi prima finire di parlare, non ho capito.
Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead? Very well.
Ah, fantastico. Va bene, questo mi interessava. Questo è il forziere, il viaggiatore, che è il mio. Io già volevo andare a derubare, ma è roba mia, quindi non stavo derubando nulla. Due coccole al cane. E via. Vediamo un po' cosa succede.
The air is heavy. Moisture drips down your forehead. Pain shoots through your fingers. Your hands shake as they reach upward. Your forehead remains drenched no matter how much you wipe.
Ehi,
Chukil Gate Vlakith Mazathok.
che cazzo
Can
vuoi?
you feel it crawling through you? Tendrils squirming in your chest, gripping your heart, piercing your belly. Your bones popping, your flesh swelling. I can. I see it in you. I feel it in me. We are lost. I will be quick with my blade. First you, then the others, then myself.
Your
Rest
minds
assured.
intertwine. You sense a touch of uncertainty, a touch of disgust.
Vabbè, non vedo perché. Minchia. Meno male. L'abbiamo detto di non fare cose stupide, lei ci ha creduto, meno male.
I cannot trust my own mind. So it seems I must trust yours. I will wait. But know this. I am watching. If the sickness does not pass come dawn, I will end us all.
Oh.
I came just in time. You are transforming. Yes, you have. I saved you before.
Però è venuta bene a sto giro,
And I'm here to save you again. Don't worry. You will not become a mind flayer. Not while I'm around. I'll protect you. We haven't much time, so listen closely. There is great potential within you. It comes from that parasite. Your instinct is to resist the power it gives, but you must accept it, nurture it. I will keep it from consuming you, but for the sake of both of us, you must learn to wield it.
Quindi dobbiamo controllarlo.
A fight for the fate of Faerun. A fight we are losing. For now.
Perfetto.
You can change that, but only if you embrace your potential. I have to go. The enemy is closing in. I will be back. Wake now. You'll feel better. I promise.
E niente ragazzi. Abbiamo conosciuto il nostro angelo custode, perfetto. Adesso è il momento di vedere le missioni aggiornate. Ok, questa l'abbiamo completata. Allora perché è ancora qui? Allora, ok, benissimo. Ok, missioni completate, va bene. Non abbiamo la missione di cercare il druido, strano. Va bene, comunque lasciamo l'accampamento.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Something important. I can never take for granted how someone might react when they learn I worship Lady Shah. Easier to just keep it a secret than take the risk.
Certo.
But you showed you had an open mind. I'm trying to say that you've earned my trust in a way very few ever have. I want that to mean something. I want you to know more about me.
Sì.
At least from what I can remember. As long as I've prayed to Lady Shah,
Giustiziera oscura,
I've
ragazzi.
wished to serve her as a dark justiciar. There is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shah, save perhaps if you become the head of her church. To become a Dark Justiciar is to become the Night Singer's sword arm. Her implement with which she will cast down the unbelievers and win the final battle to restore her perfect, endless darkness. It's all I ever wanted. I prayed it was my calling. But Mother forbid me from seeking to prove myself worthy of the rank. She said I was not ready. Not my mother, I should add. The Mother Superior, head of Lady Shah's enclave in Baldur's Gate.
Oh.
Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready. I owe her everything, and I only wish to serve, yet she can prove inscrutable.
E beh, la situazione si fa interessante, eh?
I don't know. Perhaps if I succeed in my mission and reach Baldur's Gate, hope has little place amongst Lady Shah's children. It's an illusion, a distraction. But for this, I hope my time will yet come.
Vabbè.
I think I know what you mean. There's an undeniable rapport, and yet we haven't made time for each other.
Attenzione, questa
Time
ci
alone.
sta.
Easily remedied, if you like. I know a place.
Oh. Sì, sì.
Not just yet. Let's choose our moment. Some quiet night, when the others are asleep and there's no distractions.
Ah, ragazzi, ho fatto colpo anche a sto giro. Va bene, grazie. Questa?
So, hey, we've got this soul coin, right? Thing is, I think I can use it. My engine can, anyway. Zariel used to top me up every now and again when she wanted me to go after an especially wicked target. Nah, it'll be fine. Sort of. Next time we find ourselves toe-to-toe with something we want to squash, drop a coin in. See what happens.
Oh, perfetto.
Fuck yes. Now I just need something to sink my teeth into.
Quindi, da cosa ho capito, dovrei fare una roba del genere. Dov'è la moneta? Questa qui. Dove cazzo sta? Questa è la moneta. Dovremmo lasciarla a Karlach. Perfetto. Andiamo. A questo punto dove dobbiamo andare? La concezione draw, salvare volo, cercare Halsin. Ah, vedi che ce l'ho a cercare Halsin. Ok. Scusate, l'ignoranza, ma... Casa del tè ancora. Che palle sta casa del tè. Io lo so che devo andare lì, però è difficile. Opla. Sacrario distrutto. Dei conti. Dicevo, ragazzi, che in fin dei conti non ho ancora fatto il male a nessuno qua dentro, quindi E la cosa buffa è che i tiri e le cose arrivano a sorpresa, quindi non puoi salvare prima. Ci salvo e poi al massimo lo rifaccio. No. Non sappiamo neanche dove cazzo devo andare. Meno male che non ti fa cadere. Là ci sono andato adesso però. Di qua.
That might be worth a look.
Vabbè. Di qua ci sono arrivato, ma altre porte, qualcosa da fare. Salvare volo. E qui? Ok, quindi prima devo andare di qua. Però ripeto. Ah, di qua. Chissà dove sta volo. Ah, ok.
Tempers are rising. It's clear not everything you find is at your disposal.
Ah, è vero. Perché c'è qualcuno dentro? Mi sta guardando? Sì.
Don't go bothering my pigeon. He's mine.
Ah.
Keep him safe. Listen to him coo. Till I gets hungry or some such. What's it to ya? Him? Nah.
Sì.
Then catch one on your own.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Vabbè. Uno adesso.
Yeah, sir, of course. I didn't realise who you was.
Your mind lurches, reeling suddenly as if bitten.
Here's the key. Pigeon's all yours.
Ah, so thank you very much.
Look at this. I'm quite saved. A joy to see a familiar face in such a precarious setting. I guarantee the story of your daring rescue of my person will live on for eons. I intend to do just that. A trusty invisibility potion goes a long way in a place like this. We mustn't tarry, but I'd hate for our friendship to end here. Please, won't you meet me once we've both slipped the goblin yoke?
Va bene. Dirigi dal mio accampamento, parleremo lì. Ciao ragazzo, abbiamo salvato il
of something liquid and a tale of daring do. I'll slip away when the coast is clear. See you soon, my friend. I simply can't wait to pick your brain!
Oh, perfetto. Questo è stato fatto. Adesso dovremmo andare a vedere. Prima andiamo a cercare questo. Allora, salvataggio. Ok. Vediamo se la strada è giusta, sì. Il fatto che la mappa ruoti in questo modo stupido. Vediamo un po' di qua cosa c'è. Oh, eccolo qua. Ma eccolo qua, ma forse lì, a meno che lì è un cazzo, perché siamo di nuovo qui. E se salgo su serve un cazzo salire su. No, l'orso, ma tanto altro lo so dov'è l'orso dentro, quindi no. Che è grosso quell'affare. Ok, abbiamo capito allora. Cerchiamo l'orsacchiotto qui in giro. Oh.
Poor lad. I could give you peace, you know. But no. You gotta keep silent, don't you? Where do they flee to, you stubborn rat?
Please, stop!
Here to see your friend, have ya? Come and join him if you like.
Say we'll take over. His work is sloppy. He'll kill the prisoner too quickly.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Oppa. Ci sta, sto giro ce la facciamo.
What? Think you can do better? Go on then, have at it. What? You shy or something? Fine. Muck it up, and the drow will have your head. Come on, Grush. There might still be a slurp of ale to be had. Wanna watch that weird priest next door? Sounded like he was beating.
Tra l'altro, come siamo messi? Come... Tra poco saliamo a livello 4, ragazzi, meno male.
Please, let me out. There's no reason for this. Somewhere underneath the temple, there's a hidden passage. Brian had instructions, but the goblins got him. They said they'd eat him. Please, these shackles. I don't want to die. Halsin, I don't know. He changed into a bear, but I lost sight of him. I don't know if he's still alive.
Vabbè.
That's all I know. Please, get me out of here.
Prima o poi ce la farai. Rilassati, prima o poi ce la farai. Ma che cazzo dici?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Non ce la farà mai a scassinare la serratura. Difatti.
You struggle with the set of lockpicks until they are bent entirely out of shape. But the lock won't budge.
Please, hurry.
Non tornerò mai.
Greetings, child. I've met few aside from goblins here.
You recognize the scourge. This man is a follower of Leviatha, goddess of pain.
Ah. Are you also here to assist with the prisoner?
Please. The things they do to that man? So crude and primitive. I was invited to teach them. I live for pain and its intricacies, you see. But, alas.
Pain without purpose is a terrible thing. Wouldn't you agree? Exactly. Pain is an intimate thing. It should be delivered with a loving and measured hand. But trying to discuss such subtleties with these creatures is simply... Forgive me, but that look in your eyes, something terrible has happened to you. Because I see those same eyes when I look in the mirror, dear one.
Anche tu.
We've all suffered in these dark times. It is little wonder
You bear scars of pain and anguish. Please, let me alleviate.
Tutti che dicono che possono fare qualcosa, non c'è nessuno che fa niente.
As the Maiden of Pain, the goddess Loviatar teaches us through penance, administered by my skilled hand. My work can grant peace and serenity, the likes of which few experience. It will be worth it. I promise.
Go on! I have to see this!
Oh, I have something exquisite in mind. Both Loviatar and I are interested in how you handle pain, dear one. And should you delight her, you will most assuredly receive her most gracious blessing. Trust me. Simply face the wall, and we can begin. Face the wall and let us begin, dear one. Move to the wall and face it, child. The pain you suffer will cleanse you. Do not fight it.
Vabbè. Già.
I heard you, dear one. Whimper, cry, beg. Let it all out.
Don't wear him out entirely, priest. I might have use for him yet.
Pain is proof that we live. Revel in it. You claim to want more, but I feel you flinching, dear one. Almost there, dear one.
Vabbè.
Is that a moan I hear?
Cioè li sta perdendo tutti, è una roba tremenda, come cazzo si fa?
Not the worst technique, priest. Good wrist movement, lots of enthusiasm.
Sweet child, while I enjoyed that, I'm afraid your reaction was lacking. To gain Loviatar's favor, every single strike must be met with an honest cry of pain, or perhaps a touch of begging. Nevertheless, thank you. And I pray you've learned from today's little lesson.
Your world has strange customs.
I need to see that again.
Don't group me with the
Ask him if you can do the penance thing too.
You wouldn't have the grit.
Get in there. We might learn something.
Boh. Non so che cosa ho assistito.
Face the wall and let us begin, dear one.
Perché? Lo picchia così, vabbè. Dunque, se non sbaglio, l'orso doveva essere tipo di qua. Almeno una volta. Perché se non sbaglio di qua dovrebbero esserci le carceri, che adesso non ci sono più. Qui è dove volevamo andare ma non ci eravamo riusciti.
Best avoid it, or it may spoil the hunt.
Sugan al Sukok, Otashokek Dos. I command you, corpse. Speak. Reveal truth to the absolute.
By Vlaakith's blade, a geich.
Nothing. Must be reading it wrong. Sugan al Sukok.
The hobgoblin turns to you, and the parasite squirms in your skull. You taste the ale on his tongue and the bile in his soul. The visions cloud your inner eye for a brief moment once again. You see the hobgoblin bowing before the armored elf you'd glimpsed before. The elf speaks of the hunt for a great weapon and the rewards that will go to whoever finds it. The hobgoblin's eyes gleam hungrily.
If it isn't another true soul.
He doesn't speak his next words, yet they still rattle your skull from within.
You ever talk to a dead squid? Now's your chance.
This mind flayer's build is smaller, its garb plainer. A fearsome creature even in death, but not the one that tormented you. Yet it too roamed the Nautiloid. It would have seen you, known you.
Absolute says the dead squiddy had a weapon. I reckon the killer nabbed it and scooted off to that looter camp. We find who killed it, and we find who took that weapon. So settle in.
You feel Shadowheart's anxiety. The weapon the Absolute seeks. It's the artifact that she carries. The same one that protected you as you entered the goblin camp. Her mind focuses. Their suspicion cannot be aroused. They cannot discover that the weapon they seek is within their grasp. You choke on black smoke as the hobgoblin bellows his incantation.
I command you, corpse. Speak and say sooth. Lucan ok al koldek shulkok hank.
The hideous corpse rises, tentacles writhing. Your heart seizes. Under questioning, the creature might recognize you as its killer.
Speriamo, cazzo che ti dica. Uff, che Q, ragazzi.
Ragzlin's mind
Che doveva andare
reels,
così.
then calms. He will speak as you command. With Ragzlin's voice, you ask.
What were you doing in Faerun?
Ragzlin scowls, shocked by his own words, and a jolt shoots through your skull. The creature speaks in visions. A swarm of Githyanki dragon riders, silver blades held high, control panels melting, flesh pods spilled open.
Gith on the hunt. They know something.
He is suspicious, confused by the question that fell from his lips. You proceed carefully.
Who is the Absolute?
Ragzlin frowns in confusion at a question he would never have asked. You see an image. Curved drow blades, crude goblin torches, gnoll teeth dripping blood. You see other mind flayers arranged in a serene circle. Absolute unity. Absolute power.
You're kidding me. Very helpful, squid.
Suspicion floods Ragzlin's mind. Your brain howls as you force a final query into his throat.
Why were the Gith chasing that ship?
You see dark tunnels lit by noxious pools of brine. The darkness spreads through the earth. The sky splits open and nautiloids pour out of a void that consumes the stars.
What in
Tranne chi è che l'ha ucciso?
The corpse
perché sennò-
collapses, silent once more.
No, no! I'm not done!
Meno male.
Riddles, all of it. And nothing to show for the trouble but rotting squid meat. No answers, no killer, and no damned weapon. That damned Drow was right. Can't let her get all the glory. Seems I ain't done with you. Report to the Drow. Minthara's the name. She's mounting an attack on that blasted grove. Tell her you'll join her. Praise the Absolute.
No prizes for guessing what this weapon thereafter really is. The artifact.
If that's the case, we've got more problems than just the worms in our heads.
Oh, qua c'è oro. Qua cos'altro abbiamo? Uccidere tutti e tre i capi, cazzo. E qui parlare con il Sazza e la Drow. Cercare Alsin all'accampamento Goblin. Uccidere tutti e tre i capi anche qua. Perché? Questo è cazzo. Devo uccidere questo, uccidere quello. Porca troia, questo contiene 52 toast. Guarda quanti sono. Dove vai qua sopra? Cazzo. La torcia. Boh, raga, che ve posso dire? Non che ci fosse almeno una scala che ti fa scendere da lì. Niente.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Ready to fail. Mistress! Is that your loyal servant, Sazza? I'm back, and I brought a friend.
How thoughtful. And where did you find this friend?
They was in some rickety druid grove, mostly full of tieflings, but them intruders you're after were hiding out there.
I presume you dealt with my prey and massacred the rest.
Well, the thing about that is, they sort of massacred us. But this mug helped me to escape. I say we stick a few holes in him. Show how grateful we are.
You feel a cold hand caress your mind as the drow appraises you.
Oh dear. Your prisoner is one of the Absolute's favorites, Sazza. A true soul.
Nah, it can't be. They was in the grove, hanging around with the tieflings.
Undercover, no doubt. Carrying out the Absolute's will. Oh, Sazza, you have made a grave error. And it will be your last. My spiders are hungry, little one. But before they feast, tell me where that grove is. And I may yet spare your life.
It's past the bridge, to the east. Big old gate covered in ivy. Don't hurt me, mistress, please.
I will not hurt you. My spiders will have that pleasure.
No, I mucked up, I'm sorry. But I didn't know who they was. They didn't tell me nothing. You could have told me who you was. Somebody help!
Through sheer luck, that pathetic worm has brought me the information I need. And it seems that the inhabitants of the grove trust you. We can use that against them. You have a part to play in this slaughter. Return to the grove. When my raiding party approaches, throw open the gate and signal me.
The fate of the grove's inhabitants hangs in the balance. Killing the drow here would spare them, but it might be better to face her warband at the grove itself, on familiar ground. On the other hand, participating in the slaughter as she asks may be the perfect way to earn her trust and access to the cult's inner circle.
Facciamolo.
Good. Marshalling the goblins is no simple matter, but my warband will be ready to attack by next light. Once we are in position, we will wait for your signal, and then we will break them all.
Come on, Nate.
It is time to feed the crawlies.
Sono andati via tutti. Allora rubo, ragazzi, rubo.
You're being arrested for thieving. Unless you can find a way to settle this here and now.
Ah. Che culo.
They believe you, for now. But something tells you they won't be so receptive to your charms again.
Vabbè, intanto l'oggetto me lo so fottuto lo stesso. Tu?
Whoa, soldier. What did you just do?
Ecco.
Listen to me. I'm trusting you. But if you disappoint me, it'll be the last thing you do.
Magari glielo potrebbe anche dire, però. Adesso che cosa dobbiamo fare?
Together!
Yeah, and now I'm a royal guard, and you're spider bait. Funny how life turns out, innit?
Oops.
Not for communal use, it seems. Best show some respect. Or some more cunning.
Vabbè. Niente, non ti fa fare le cose così. Io però volevo ancora cercare quel cazzo di coso.
Let's get moving.
Yeah.
Nothing can stop us.
When we reach the grove, you charge only on my command.
Permesso.
No prisoners. No.
Who wants to know the truth?
Stop bleeding. Just stand back up. Yeah, they got some shit in Magicka. So I start creeping round. Cause I ain't wasting arrows. Not me. Yeah. And I run up to the guy and think, try healing this.
È inutile comunque, ragazzi, non lo trovo.
Then he lives up this
dovrebbe essere qua.
Enjoying the view. Looking tasty in these new breeches, ain't I? Proper stylish, ain't they? Nicked 'em off this dwarf we're cooking. Dunno. Was already stripped down to his breeches when I got my hands on him. Had a couple of coins in the pockets and some daft poem. But that's all. Sure you can. But a look's all you're getting. For all I know, this little roaster was some famous bard.
Un nano
You'll
bardo.
be sending his last words for a pretty penny.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
I don't know. It rhymes and everything. Reckon that's got to be worth something. Pay up, and it's yours.
Sì, vabbè. Che due palle.
If you ain't willing to pay up, I'll keep it.
Ma vedi te. Però il problema sussiste ancora. Perché doveva esserci l'orso.
Who wants another drink?
Vabbè. Allora. Scoprire i segreti dell'artefatto. Il re dei... L'artefatto sta cercando di ottenere informazioni sulla sua ubicazione da un Mind Flayer morto. Benissimo. Cagola vuole sigillare il boschetto, ma i Teflon sì, va bene. È la questione. Però in questo modo possiamo mettere con i giochi goblin. Ci sono 3 capi. Preparando ad attaccare il boschetto e dovremmo riposare un po'. Allora andiamo subito dal bardo. Michele Posa, no scherzo.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. I was just settling in and reviewing my latest findings. Mind flayers, cultists, and, of course, your esteemed company. Why, I'm practically an expert. They've tentacles, you know. Quite shocking. The druid Halson had some kind of mind flare specimen in a jar in his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close. Here, on the Sword Coast. Impossible. That can't be. You're mad. But tell me, have you noticed any residual psionic malaise since the alleged encounter? That's quite impossible. You'd have undergone ceramorphosis by now.
I can't attest to the specifics, but I do know that not long after insertion, the host, that's you, turns into a mind flayer. As there's not a tentacle on your head, I can only assume you haven't been infected.
Magari.
If what you say were true, you'd be a mind flayer by now. You? Infected by a mind flayer? Huh, ridiculous. Isn't it? Perhaps that's for the best. I'd be irresponsible not to debunk such a strange claim. If I just peer in your eye, I could quickly... Oh, dear sweet gods! If we managed it, we'd have a specimen of incredible rarity on our hands. I'll need to research the particulars, however. Give me a bit of time, and I'll have this little issue sorted.
Perfetto. Questo l'abbiamo risolto. Quello è sempre lì che lavora per cazzi suoi. Quest'altro sta qua. Vabbè, c'è niente da parlare. Finiamo la giornata. Oh, finalmente possiamo vedere da vicino nulla. Vediamola un po'.
I had a wild dream last night. This beautiful entity came to me, promised to protect me, told me the parasite in our heads could give us power. Sounds like it. What did you make of it? Seems risky, if you ask me. Couldn't help getting stuck with the tadpole, but taking favors from it? Spooky. Depends on the type. Ice devils hate an inferno, but that's an easy one. Orthons love projectiles. What they don't love is getting their bombs lobbed right back in their faces. Demons, on the other hand, every demon is absolutely singular. You can't ever think you've got them typed out. Sharp instincts, sharp weapons, and a knack for improvisation. That's the only way to survive them. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Ecco. Questa è una cazzara.
Funny you should ask. I was just thinking about what would have become of us without that nautiloid. I mean, I know where I'd be. Trapped in Avernus still, with the blade of frontiers on my tail. But what about you? Lucky you. Sometimes I think I'd be better off indulging in a bit of light oblivion. Well, we may as well make some good memories mixed in with the body horror, huh?
Vabbè. Culo. Non sarebbe neanche male senza quella coda. Vabbè, comunque. Allora, qualcuno ci ha promesso che veniva a farci fare fichi fichi, Eccola
It
qua.
seems to be the perfect night to spend a little time together. Just you and I. Assuming you haven't changed your mind, of course.
You made it. Come here. Sit with me.
So eager. I'm surprised it took you this long. Well, to begin, I think a toast is in order. Any suggestions? Bold. What does us entail? I suppose I'll find out. To us. Now tell me something about yourself. And no tadpoles, dragons, marauding goblins, or anything like that. Something about you. Seems like you truly know the city. I never got to explore it to my liking. Don't stop now. Not just as things are getting interesting.
Speriamo. Ce la facciamo, va. Cazzo.
Don't laugh, but I'm not quite sure I have anything to share. When you worship Shard, secrecy is everything. We'll sacrifice our own memories when ordered to. A lot of the little things, they're lost to me right now. Perhaps. But please, enough about me. Sharing's bad for my complexion. There's still plenty of wine, and the whole night is ahead of us.
Quindi anche stavolta si scopa romani. Potevo lasciarla nuda,
Nearly
porca
light.
puttana.
The others will be awake soon.
Almeno un bacio, non so.
What? I know. But you're sweet to notice. Thank you for last night. Me too.
She trails off. You read an invitation in her eyes.
Oh. Oh. Dai, mano sulla zizza. Oh.
That didn't hurt, did it? Good to know. For the future. Let's head back. If we must.
Vabbè. Dove cazzo vai?
All's well, I hope. No. I just wanted to see how you felt after the night we spent together. When we talked and kissed.
Inizia a prendere. Cari miei, è arrivato un piccolo ospite in camera. C'ho Samuele che vi fa gli auguri di buon anno e dice che quest'anno che arriva vorrà essere più ricchione degli anni passati. Caro il nostro piccolo Samuele. Allora,
I hope so too. Though I'm not sure what kind of courtship will be afforded, given all that we're facing. But if you want to see where this goes, I do as well. I'm not sure what else I can say, at least until I can remember more. She taught me, trained me, punished me. Often, I think I feel her influence when the wound pains me.
Vieniti a prendere, no?
Not even memories, just
glimpses, impressions. Perhaps the wound is her doing, something Lady Shah bid her to do.
Sì?
I don't know.
Cosa?
Tutti qua non... Nella testa sai come...
No, io non ce l'ho, perché non la tengo schiacciata la cuffietta, io l'appoggio solo.
No, tutti così. Sai
Ah.
quando... sai,
Sì.
ancora deve
Sì. A me mi si è chiusa prima. Quindi io sono a posto. Non sono come tutti quei youtuber del cazzo che hanno la gobba nella testa. Io ho la testa buona. Perché io ho la testa come il cazzo, duro. Tanti auguri di buon anno, Samuele.
Very serious of you. But go ahead. It's strange. I've been dwelling on what I told you before about wanting to become a Dark Justicia. But perhaps I should be content with my lot. I'm already blessed to have you at my side, after all.
Ok. Cazzo. Oh, è qui lo sfigato. Minchia.
Fate spins along as it should.
Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Puoi anche far cambiare la classe, ragazzi. Puoi fare un po' di tutto. Praticamente è un respec. Buttato lì a caso. Il cane. Andiamo a fare due chiacchiere col cane.
Dog pants through a ball held firmly in his mouth.
Mai più. Ok.
He relinquishes the ball. It is well chewed and slick with drool.
Ho cominciato una festa, un anno di merda.
Allora, accarezziamolo e via. Anche l'interazione con l'animale è giusta che ci sia. Allora, questo ho trovato qualcosa.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you. My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable. It's not too deep, just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic, after all.
Aia, dove io lo metto col bastone? Vabbè.
Volo carefully holds one of your eyes open and begins to prod uncertainly with the needle. The needle finds the gap between eyeball and socket. Volo frowns and begins to push. Pain shoots through your body as the needle snags on
Ma
your
che cazzo gli ha cavato un occhio?
I think I have it!
The needle seesaws back and forth, plucking the nerve like a heartstring.
Oh, bother. There's some obstacle in the way. I shall need a more robust implement.
Volo carefully withdraws the needle from your eye. Then, reaching into his bag, he produces an ice pick. Volo slowly brings the ice pick closer to your eye.
È completamente scemo.
Cold metal presses against the skin beneath your brow. And then, tap, tap, stab.
Do you feel that? I agree. It's a feisty critter. Just a little further.
Volo tears the pick from your brain with a violent jerk. Your eye plops down into the mud.
No.
Drat.
He pauses, looks down at your eye, and recoils slightly as it sinks into the mud.
Ma che cazzo?
There appears to be an amount of cosmetic damage. Please, try not to overexert yourself. You're in a rather fragile state at present. I can't help but feel partly responsible. Perhaps there is something more I can do. Take this. A far superior relic to that old jelly you were chained to. Try it on for size. And, it was very nice to have met you. I'm sure you'll sort out your little brain problem one way or another. Far away from here, if you've a heart. Terribly sorry, my friend. Ta.
Welcome to the League of the Lone Eye, my friend. Not to minimize the pain of Volo's poking and prodding, but I promise you'll be used to the prosthesis in no time. Besides, I find it gives one an air of mystique. No one's more intriguing than a man with one eye.
Vabbè. Scusatemi, ma...
My apologies. Huh. Not quite myself just yet. I had the strangest dream last night. A visitor came to me. A vision of unparalleled beauty and power. She told me she was watching over me, protecting me, and that our tadpoles could prove beneficial if we embrace what powers they have to offer. An uncanny apparition. Not entirely sure what to make of it. Very curious. In all my readings on the effects of illithid parasites, I've never come across any accounts of correlating dreams between infected parties. Another unique quality of our predicament, perhaps. Are you inclined to take these visitors at their word? Nothing wrong with maintaining a healthy suspicion in such matters. Still, it might be wiser to keep an open mind on the matter. Our visitors' promises of aid might yet bear valuable fruit.
Vabbè. Vediamo lei cosa mi dice, che ho perso un occhio.
Did you have any strange dreams of late? Vivid ones? Damn. I was hoping my imagination had gotten the better of me. But this must be something more. This dream companion wanted me to use the tadpole, use its power. Whoever it was claimed to be an ally, but I don't know. It seems like we can't escape this mess, in the waking world or otherwise.
Vabbè. Ok. Allora, adesso la questione sarà...
There's something I've been wanting to share with you. If now's a good time.
Piacere.
It's difficult to put into words. I think it might be easier to just show you. Use the tadpole. The connection.
Oh, addirittura.
Come into my mind.
Sta piovendo, ragazzi,
I don't remember how it started. Only how it ended. I was fleeing.
Ah, ma è una ragazzina qui. Questi? Attenzione se levo la maschera.
Can't remember what I said. Can't remember anything before those words. All I know is she saved my life and gave me a new home. With Lady
Queste
Shah.
sono le origini di questa tizia.
It hurts. That's all I remember.
You remember that it is common amongst Saluna's followers to send their children into the woods alone, a rite of passage to find their way home.
Ah, quindi
Perhaps
questa...
this one has gone
Ho
awry.
capito.
Lady Shah. But yes, her and those who saved me and taught me her ways. The Mother Superior. She made me who I am. At least as best as I can remember. She taught me, trained me, punished me when I failed her, which was often. Perhaps I was. She sent me on this mission, after all.
Chissà se cambia
Fine.
qualcosa.
What's on your mind?
quite splendidly, to give credit where it's due. You and I have shared some good times together, and it seems we have plenty in common.
Adesso però la questione è sempre la stessa, ovvero allora parlare con Dammon, fare rapporto alla guida dei Tiefling. Converrebbe andare qua ora come ora, sì. Abbiamo trovato sto cazzo di druido, però magari lo troveremo, Vediamo, facciamo anche un giro per cercare il druido, raga. Non so se lo troveremo, però pure era qui da queste parti. Già che innanzitutto non troviamo la gabbia. Pure di qua. E dove c'era coso? Va bene. Quindi vuol dire doveva essere da qualche parte.
Please, get me out. I don't know. The boss didn't say. He just said some wizard called Leroakin would reward us if we found it. That's all. Please.
Difatti questo lo sapevo già. Da questa parte. Qua si va. Ci serve un cazzo andare di là. C'è ancora quel coglionazzo. Qui non si sa perché ti fanno salire. Ah, non c'è pure un cazzo. Solo andando più giù potrei provare a risolvere qualcosa. Tipo adesso salendo la scala di qua. Ah, ok, questa è la strada vecchia. Qui stanza della sacerdotessa, invece di qua. Ossa.Etta baldracchino. Schifo, sempre l'acido, c'ha sto schifo addosso. Spiano qua su. È vero, c'è il salto, non l'ho mai usato. È proprio così. Qua ci stava una galera. Di qua. Oh, perfetto. Perfettissimo.
Looks like these plates on the floor can be turned.
Quindi per la serie dove minchia siamo finiti qua. meno che non ci sia qualche segno che ci dà un indizio, ma... Qua. Casa da te, vabbè. Ha capito tutto.
Gleg. I had someone kill the parasite. You're delusional. I'd sooner trust a knight.
A meno che...
Why are we slowing down? We were both part of Zariel in the grand scheme of things. But she favored me like a child favored. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted. No kidding. The fighting, the chaos. I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things. What can I do you for?
Oh, signor. Eccolo qua. Oh yes.
Very far down. We'll have to go in to see the bottom.
Si sapeva, è abbastanza classica sta cosa. E dove si finisce qua?
Beautiful. Lethal. The Underdark is everything I thought
posto
it'd
si è
be.
riunita.
And this environ seems worthy of a Githyanki warrior's estimation.
Ah, to be deemed worthy by the great Lazelle of Ashtalir.
Continue as you have.
Oh. Cazzo.
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning. What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps? The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that, love, was that. They do know how to write them in Cormier, don't they? Well met, I am Raphael. Very much at your service.
Giovanni
Charmed, I'm
Tosta
sure.
Verga.
In all
Giovanni
ways than
Tosta
one.
Verga.
We should have a chat, you and I, but not here. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes. Come.
Dove cazzo siamo?
There, middle of somewhere.
I don't like this at all.
The house of hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last. Are you not entertained? Well, far be it from me to disappoint.
Ecco.
What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do.
Fuck. A Cambion.
Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain. Because my compassion is boundless. I stride among the needy, giving comfort where I can. And you're in dire need. One skull, 2 tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all, like that. Oh, that's disappointing. I prefer it when my clients put up a fight. Only to realize victory was never an option. Try to cure yourself, shop around, beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you
Non ha capito che
come
ci sto già
knocking
andando a
on
bussare alla
my
porta.
door.
Cioè, che cazzo sta a dire?
Hope.
Vabbè.
Such a tease.
That's what separates us from the devils, soldier. They think our greatest strength is a weakness.
I'll be around, watching you squirm like a tadpole through a nice, juicy brain. All
L'esempio
those pretty little
calzapennella.
symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
Vabbè. No. Scusatemi, devo spostare un po' di roba perché incomincio ad avere troppa roba. Questa roba che cos'è? sa che non ci siamo ancora. Innanzitutto che semplice, c'è la guerra assoluta. Si può fare tipo così. Ok. Poi scintillacqua. Beh, sarebbe quasi da indossare sta cosa, tipo così. Poi gli stivali metallici li diamo a lei. Poi facciamo così
What's next, I wonder?
e gli fiocchiamo dentro gli stivali metallici. Scusatemi che sono qua. Tac. Perfetto. Ok. Oh, bene, bene. Abbiamo trovato un'altra tappa. Questa è bloccata perché c'è il barbatrucco sicuramente.
Get back!
We are not welcome here. This much is clear.
Allora a questo punto qua via, perfetto. Allora, tra le varie cose che dobbiamo fare c'è fare la porta alla guida e mettere al sicuro il boschetto di smeraldo, fantastico. In più, se non l'abbiamo mai trovato, anche questo non l'abbiamo mai fatto. In più, parlare con Dammon, quindi sì, ok, andiamo.
Wait! Bows down! Gods above! We took you for a goblin! Get up here! I want that gate sealed before they arrive. And we need to talk! Gods above, you're alive. A little light, just as the day seems darkest.
3 minuti a mezzanotte, ragazzi, quasi il 2024.
I'm damn glad to be wrong. But what happened? We've seen them massing in the woods. Truly? Hells, I didn't expect it. We were almost ready to leave. Well, there's nothing for it now. A fight it will have to be. We threw them back once. If you're with us, perhaps we can do it again.
Boh. No, questa risposta non gliela do.
We need to thin the goblin numbers quickly if we're to have any chance of survival. Every ounce of oil that we could spare has been buried out in front of the gate. We'll blow the horn to draw them in and pray our fire arrows strike true. Your courage is catching, it seems. Or perhaps I've finally lost my reason. Make what preparations you deem necessary, and then sound the horn. Let's have this done.
Remember, get down to the gate as soon as you hear the horn.
What happens if they attack before we get the signal?
I reckon you'll hear something.
Would you be careful? We're going to spill if you don't stop shaking. Would you be careful? We're going to spill if you don't stop shaking.
I'm not shaking.
Please, you're trembling like...
I'm not shaking.
All right.
Allora, scusate, si è scaricata la batteria che ho usato per cambiare la batteria scarica, quindi immaginatevi come siamo messi. Allora, sentirete del casino forse perché stanno sparando i botti di fine anno. Ok, andiamo ancora a fare con questo. Chi è? Auguri! Guarda pure fuori che adesso sparano i botti, anche nel cortile li sparano, se vuoi guardarli. Guardate adesso che iniziano di là. Dal balcone li vedi.
I wish I had better, but this is all I have. May Temora's luck twist your way.
Allora ragazzi, siamo tornati qua e vediamo un po' che cosa dovremmo fare adesso. Rapporto alla guida dei Tiefling. Poi suonare il corno. Ma prima ancora dobbiamo fare rapporto alla guida dei Tiefling. Che dove cazzo sta sta guida dei Tiefling? Chiedo perché sia lì. Vediamo ancora se troviamo qualcos'altro, ma dubito.
Came back to join our heroic last stand? Doesn't look like any of us are going to make it to Baldur's Gate.
Gods, I feel sick. We're not ready for this.
Ah. Il corno è qui. Ok, quindi probabilmente...
Well, are you ready? Are we? Do what you must, but quickly. Once you sound the
Allora
horn, they'll
ragazzi,
come
la
running.
battaglia
I'd sooner
ce la
start
facciamo
this
una
on
prossima
our
volta,
terms
ok?
than
Tanti
theirs.
auguri di buon anno, felice 2024. Divertitevi, scopate, non fate i finocchi in giro. Se siete ragazze fate le troie in giro, mi raccomando. Date la figa in giro più che si può. che tutto andrà come deve andare. Detto questo, ragazzi, salviamo la partita. Ok. Dopo che abbiamo salvato la partita, usciamo al menu principale. Ok, di nuovo. E ultimo ma non meno importante, mi raccomando, vi faccio ancora i miei più grandi auguri. Buon Capodanno, buon inizio d'anno nuovo, buona fine di anno vecchio. Se uscite in macchina non ubriacatevi, e se vi ubriacate vi ammazzate, mi spiace perché non sarete più miei follower. Arrivederci ragazzi, ciao ciao. Ciao ragazzi. Grazie.